Good afternoon. This is Nico Abunda. I'm a social worker in private practice. I deal mainly with mental health issues and substance abuse. There's this thing that I've noticed over the years since I started practicing. It pertains to relapse. I've seen a lot of people recovering or getting better from their mental health conditions or even substance abuse. But on the other side, I've seen a lot of them as well falling off the wagon or falling back into their old space or relapsing, if I'm to use a medical term. There's a variety of reasons why these people relapse, but the major one, or the major ones that I have seen so far, talks to people prematurely stopping to take medication as prescribed by their medical doctors. Most people, when they start to feel better, when they start to feel themselves, when they feel they have recovered, they decide on their own to stop taking medication without first speaking to their prescribing doctor, who has a responsibility of scientifically weaning them off the medication when they are satisfied with the progress that a patient has made. And due to that, most of them find themselves later on relapsing. Then the second major cause of relapse is due to poor aftercare services or non-adherence to aftercare programs. This happens after a patient has been discharged from hospital from a facility, and then they are expected to continue seeing their treating professionals on different dates, but then on their own they decide not to continue with that because they find it to be time consuming, or they find it to be time wasting, or they have become complacent. They gain so much confidence to an extent whereby they feel they can do it without the support of the helping team. So I want to say to you guys, it is very important that you work with the helping professionals on a continuous basis, and you also need to know that the treatment varies, and the duration or the length of your treatment also varies depending on the severity of the mental disorder that you have, or the severity of your dependency on substances, if not addiction. But on the other side, it also depends on how you respond to the therapy. Most treating teams that I have seen or that I know of are using what we call a biopsychosocial model. This is a model that encompasses you being given medicine, tablets, and on the other side, you going through what we call psychosocial intervention or therapy. This helps you in dealing with the physical effects of the conditions, that's the meds, but then the therapy helps you to find yourself, to be in touch with your inner self. It helps you as well to find or learn new coping skills. These are skills you will use in your day-to-day life to deal with different challenges that life might throw at you. So I want to urge you that please adhere to the treatment, stick to your aftercare program. I know it is not easy, and I know on the other side that none of us enjoy taking tablets, but for your own recovery, it is very important that you continue taking the tablets as prescribed. Another thing which has played a huge role in most relapses is the rejection that people experience after being discharged. The rejection is either by family members, bosses at work, classmates, people in your neighborhood, friends, and the general community. And most of the rejection stems from the fact that we've got a lot of misconceptions around mental health, and there's also a lot of myths and stigmas that are baseless within our society. So whenever one is diagnosed with a medical disorder or mental disorder, we find it easy as a society to distance ourselves from them, to shy away from engaging with them. We find it hard to embrace them. We also find it hard to integrate them back into the society because we think that something is wrong with them. We think that they cannot function well, they can't think straight. We think they are mentally unstable. We think they are crazy. And that is not true. Mental disorders are like any other medical conditions that you can think of. These people need our love. They need our support. They need us to show an understanding to their conditions in order for them to recover fully. A friend with a mental disorder, a friend who is a recovering addict, remains my friend. A family member, a colleague who is recovering from these conditions remains my friend, remains my family member, remains my colleague, remains my neighbor. So let's support them. Let's love them. Thank you.